Hello all. I just finished Dr. Chuti's Season 2 Episode 2, Lux, and I'm going to surprise those who don't understand nuance by saying it wasn't totally terrible. Just a warning, there are mild spoilers. The first third was pretty good. Belinda wasn't insufferable, and much like Chuti did in Episode 2 of the first season, he toned it down a bit too. The initial setup was lazy. It just happened by fluke, but okay. And the accents, especially one, were awful, as was the script sometimes. And a dumb bit about how exciting it was to play dress up, which I'm sure they already did in season 1. Some of the acting wasn't that great either, to be honest. But the basic setup was interesting, the tone was nicely balanced, and there was some heart. And the segregation in 1952 Miami was well dealt with, though technically by kind of avoiding it. Though the idea that Belinda didn't seem to have a clue about it was one of the most unbelievable elements of the show. And then they jumped the shark. And no, I'm not talking about the jump into animation, which was in the trailers. That was fine. It was everything that came after. They went for meta, which can work, but honestly felt out of place in Doctor Who. It was just too wacky and out there. I mean, this is Doctor Who, not Family Guy. It felt quite forced rather than inspired. Someone trying to be clever rather than being clever. Something that we're quite familiar with from season 1. There was a heart-to-heart scene where the Doctor reveals all about Gallifrey, but it is so flat in its delivery. Pun intended. It was a horrible scene, terribly acted, and absent of any actual pathos. I literally paused it and left the room at that point, exclaiming, "What are they doing?" A bit melodramatic, I know. It may have been done that way to emphasise that they were cartoons at that point. But if so, it was a bad decision in my opinion. That moment should have some weight, and there wasn't any. Besides, isn't this Doctor supposed to be over all that? Through a plot device, they enter the real world into the home of some Doctor Who fans who are watching the show. There are a couple of funny moments here, like one of them saying #RIP Doctor Who. I mean, it might have been an attempt at an own, but given who said it, it doesn't come across that way, and I just found it funny. And yep, you guessed it, Chuti cries again. And again, completely unearned in a clumsy moment just there to give him an excuse. The ending was fine, reminiscent of the Devil's Chord, drifting further into fantasy, and much of it made absolutely no sense. The villain wasn't in the slightest bit scary after the first third, and his catchphrase is so annoying. Plus there's a weird canon thing that seems to have come out of nowhere. But his goal at the end was quite a nice idea. The end scene was again fine, though Belinda telling the Doctor she now trusted him was a bit sudden, unearned, and I was expecting something more in line with what was happening in front of them. So overall, it was very hit and miss, and that is a large chunk of miss in the second act. There is some really clunky dialogue that's painful and lots of contrivances. Did you enjoy this episode? What did you think of the meta part? Did you think it worked, or like me, did you think it was just too far? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace out.